I mean, yeah, there is literally no reason to not go as aggressive as possible because, like you said, this is the last game. So this is going to be action-packed from start to finish. This Eventide is going to be seeing a lot of action right off of the Ripsin. Coming in, oh my goodness, what a wombo combo. RMB on the Fan at the same time as RMB on the Halberds. One player gets stagger locked off of one focus strike, and if you get stagger locked by one, you get stagger locked and immediately eliminated by the second. That's absolutely devastating, and if you don't parry it right off the bat or have that combo breaker F, you're just gone. As a lot of these players are just gone within seconds. Everyone is going for full try hard. Everyone is going for full team synergy, number locking everyone down in the light stagger so other players are able to throw into those blues without worry of parrying, as now we do get to see Shipwreck. We're already down to 21 players in this lobby.
13 people down.
All of the players going down will have rebirths, but these numbers are going to be skyrocketing and dipping like absolute crazy as Mushroom is going to be trying to track down some of the stragglers from Team 10 interrupted before they're going to be able to scare rush off of that staff. Potential recovery, however, coming through from the team as we are going to see the F3 come through from an enemy Viper. Mushroom just throwing in the charge ups on that Fan, looking to find a connection onto Casper. Throws out the ultimate as well to be able to catch the Yoto. Will be able to dodge through that Yoto blade once it's run out as well. Viper ultimate now going to be invested, coming through to force Mushroom back around side of the building, and it did look like that was actually able to find a couple of staggers and result in plan B. The Wu Chen going down. No ultimate to be able to teleport people away, and as a result Mushroom is actually forced to stick the revive as we see the combination of the Tesla and the Viper able to together double the res speed and pick the fallen player up as someone drops the Bane's Breath and immediately everyone scatters away from Team 3.
New showing up with the Moonbane third party, just everyone piling in to Shipwreck. It's an absolute festival of carnage going down at Shipwreck. QNT trying to disengage, but DPCQ hot on their heels, and New completing the sandwich with the flank play. Plan B realizing a full new team is behind them. New double ulting in. Plan B is going to get absolutely deleted. The V2 is going to be invested by Jiaodon's Eye, but it's too late. There's nowhere left to go, and DPCQ is going to go down by the third party of New. That Moonbane timing attack coming in late to these hot drop locations just guarantees you're going to be fighting out with these very scuffed teams who may not be aware, who don't have a ton of heals because they've just been fighting nonstop off spawn. Now, it looks like New had something going. They took an isolated fight and they were able to grab that money, grab that advantage, and come over to Shipwreck, knowing that there was a ton of action going down there. Now, transitioning into this mid game. Now, New looks like they saved their Siphon comp for this last game. Now, like we were saying before, Moxie, this is the strongest comp in the current trios meta until something new is found. Maybe Hottie, there's something in the works. We saw a little bit of it today, but this composition, early game, mid game, inside Yang, end game, just so powerful because it just works off the back of that Takeda and the heels of that B2 zipping. Now, QNT, unfortunately for them, getting Moonbaned as a duo versus Koonsteam, and I believe this is their second life. Kishi is going to get taken down on the Wu Chen. It's up to Casper. Every time we see him, he just has to be breaking people's ankles. Can he make the moves? Can he find the distance to get away from Koonsteam? Looks like he's going to get the resets, but only mini heals to his name. Not much he can do right now. Looks like Killua is going to have to sacrifice him. Great tracking coming out from Koonsteam to take down Casper. Now, QNT on the ropes. It looks like Killua sitting on top of the rooftop tries to sneak a res. I respect it. We're going down with the ship. We're not leaving any homie left behind. F3 is going to come out. 1v3 situation. Can Killua find a horizontal? Can he find a parry? The grapple stagger is going to come out. No more hit points to his name. He's going to pop the B2, but he's unable to, and QNT is going to get deleted by Koonsteam.
QNT on the receiving end of both Bane's Breaths, both the one that TC drops and also the one that went down in Shipwreck. And we said it was going to be an incredibly aggressive team. That aggression, I'm sure, is going to be continuing for a lot of these teams that still need to claw their way up the leaderboards. They're not going to be holding anything back, as we're going to be seeing Team 4 taking a fight against Team 1. Hardy on the field. here we go. Golden stage focus. He's going to be able to use the mobility on the ultimate to dodge away from the Viper ultimate just off of distance, and also breaking line of sight, coming in with the triple charge to try and peel for his players who did get stunned. He is going to get hit by that Tessa ultimate activation, which means that he has to wait the 3 seconds to be able to get the F back on and be able to fly out of range. And we're starting to see maybe why Hardy hasn't really found his place in the meta currently. Not only does he struggle against something like the Tumult with the Wisps being able to catch you out in the ultimate, but the fact that you lose that momentary flight when you get hit by the Tessa ultimate activation and then subsequent tether breakage means that you're a little bit too vulnerable when you drop out of that flight mode. As now we're going to be seeing New actually able to pick Kuhn off of the rip as well. They're going to be very happy about that. This is an incredibly aggressive team that are already up to 10 kills as they continue to shock these locations of Shipwreck, not allowing any team really to be able to scale loot off of this area to potentially push into Realm of Yang. Neoni is even using the Tumult ultimate to clear over Team 5's head and cut off their disengagement. Yoda ultimate is going to be invested, finding some stagger onto the players of the Sand Siphon. Cat actually taking the opportunity to try to sneak away in the meantime, but the Yoda ultimate is gone. The Takeda shove still remains, and they're able to find the kill again onto Kuhn as a result.
That Temi ult was spectacular, cutting off the full retreat, and you're just seeing why this Sand Siphon is so powerful. Temi ult, so oppressive. Takeda ult, so oppressive. V2 zipping, making them unkillable. What can you do against this except just die with no Wuchen port to the name? They're going to get shredded. Now we got Yishao, Godless in a Transformer Ditto versus Little Sheep's team. One grab's going to go down. Double grab coming out, deciding the fate of Little Sheep now in a 1v3. Can he bring this? Oh, 1v2. Little Sheep has an opportunity to bring this back, but the Kurumi is rezzing the Yushan. The Monk slams are coming out. Little Sheep looking for the grab, moving to the side, but the Umbrella is going to defend against this. Little Sheep trying to find an opening here, but Yan Li with the movement able to outbox Little Sheep. Now on the D-Transform 1v3 situation, going to eat the Soul Bloom, but what can he do? He's under the Kurumi Umbrella. Light attack's going to go down, and he leaves them with a little present of Poison Mushroom, but it's not gonna matter. Yishao, Godless, Yan Li are gonna take it on the outside on the Ditto Transformers.
Legendary something on the body as well. That has to be a Soul Jade. We are going to be soon seeing the Realm of Yangs, and unfortunately for Team 10, actually no, I think they were able to hold on to their Yushan ultimate. Yeah, he still has it. On the lower left side, Yishao should be able to come back into that Kurumi ultimate pretty soon, as well as that Transformer, as we're going to be seeing team number 9 trying to vie for the position of that Realm of Yang. Might just be griefed out of it, however, as it is going to be Sin coming in with that Farrier mech, connecting one cannon shot onto the Viper, forcing them to back on off. This is the buff that came through onto Farrier. If you get hit by one of those cannons, you go into the absolute blender. 1 connect, 2 connect, 3 connect, Viper gone. And now it's going to be Sin with that numbers deficit, trying to find these kills to stick. LNB coming through from solo on that dagger to be able to avoid a lot of the damage coming through from the Yoda ultimate, and we're actually going to see a Realm of Yang fight, as it does look like it's Yijiao's team. Yanli not having that ultimate online just yet, however, surely it's got to come online soon so the Transformer team can find the namesake and win condition, as I think the team has, yeah, they've seen that, okay, they don't have that Monk ultimate, they're forced to actually use the Yushan ultimate to be able to disrupt the composition of the team that they're up against. They've been able to find 1 kill off of the back of it. Big with the Takeda ultimate activation will be able to stagger back the Yushan and buy himself a little bit more space, but they don't have the Kurumi Teva to be able to find the revive. Kurumi ultimate now going to be coming on through Teva as well to keep everybody topped up and alive with that extra damage reduction going on out. Yanli now getting the opportunity to use this transformation, looking to try and find some of these grabs. Big trying to pressure the Kurumi, trying to play behind the pillar so he doesn't get grabbed out. Has to be careful that he doesn't get flushed out of this hiding position by the rest of of the teammates on Team 10. He's looking as Yanli to find these grabs. He's able to find one, holds in position for potentially any follow-up damage on the pulse, or the zip healing going to be kicking on through to be able to keep themselves alive a little bit longer. 25 seconds left. Yanli just charging up the nunchuck meter dump in case they need to use it, but they're going to hold on to all of that meter charge as they get hit by the poison splash as the zip goes down.
Crazy clutch up by Yishao and Gala's team. They don't have full ultimates. They only have one. They have they just have Yushan ult, and they're able, through that Yushan ult's pressure, able to get their Kurumi ult online, able to get their Monk ult online. Nunu makes a huge mistake, blunder there, not investing their ultimates quickly, dragging it out there. Now we got Intel versus Sin. Ult's gonna be invested. Tryhard is enchanted. He's taking a ton of damage. Skis coming in with the peel, gonna take down DRX. Now in a 2v3 situation, Sin versus Intel. Tryhard still has his ultimate on, still has the buff up. Will he invest it? They are tracing down I'm Yellow. Yogurt. Is he going to be testing whether or not Intel is lactose intolerant? It looks like their stomach can stomach it. They're going to consume that yogurt and take him down. Sin again, not able to get it going. They're knocking on the door of greatness, but this last day, last tournament just is not going to be their day. Unfortunately, it is still Intel's day. They are still representing NA, going to Worlds, even with Hero not showing up today, having to work. Adon stepping up to the plate, filling in those big shoes, showing up big for this team, looting up. Are they going to be able to cruise this victory? New is doing super well. They have to hold their lead. I believe they were 10 or 15 points ahead, but now it looks like Gala's team with the buff jumping in. F3 is going to be already invested. Transformers against these buildings. Yushan ult's going to be invested, able to maneuver around here. The red buff is going to be running out. How is Intel going to respond to his A-Dot's taking a ton of damage? Scale Rush going to come out from Tryhard, and now the shove's coming out. Yushan taking a lot of damage right now. Stoneform coming out. Yangli trying to create some pressure, but Tryhard holding his ground, tanking for his team, and now the shove's coming in on the healing circle. Yanli with the Monk, able to create some space right now, but quickly Tryhard moves out of line of sight, getting his team to safety, and now the buildings, the worst terrain for Transformers. Their absolute opponent in this situation is going to take the win.
Yeah, and I mean, surely, yeah, they have to cancel the Monk ult early, and as a result, Team 8 take the opportunity to be able to jump onto them. Tryhard with that legendary pole sword, just able to chunk through so much health. Even if they tried to take that fight with the Transformer ultimate still active, he would just be able to scare rush off of all of these buildings and find so much damage onto that Monk's feet. It is, however, up against a team that did have that Vermilion Bird's Might, having won that Realm of Yang, so they're still going to be in this lobby and can potentially look for revenge. But Team 8 are going to be incredibly happy as they have another 3 kills on the leaderboard, and off of all of the damage that they were able to do towards the tail end of the fight, they've also recharged those ultimates, so when they take this additional pressure coming through from the next team that rolls up on this position, they're going to be able to play as aggressively as they want. Team 5 potentially thinking about maybe pushing into Celestra, deciding to back off instead and allowing Team 8 a little bit of downtime to go for some shopping.
Intel up to 10 kills. Now, last time we were at Nunu, I think they were up to 12 kills. We see Nunu big into a scuffle with DCR and Kun. They happen to be scouting out over here, so Tryhard making his way over. The box is right in front of them. Nunu, DCR, Tryhard, Intel, all rolling up to the same location. Mosh Pit is going to be going in. Sin's over here to the side. Tryhard probing on the outside. Sees the Wuchen port going in, and he sees Nunu here on the Mirror Siphon. Adon gonna pop up the Temi ult, locking them in, and now Tryhard coming in with the jumping LB like a wrecking ball. Ult can be invested, shoving coming out, denying the get out from the Temi right now. The shoves are coming out, Fly with the great peel, and Tryhard is gonna get shredded from behind. The fan damage just so big that he's unable to see and anticipate it, but Nunu Fly able to keep his team alive. He's the last hope. They're up to 13 kills. They need more. He needs to get away from here. But Kuhn, Cat, DCR has him against the rope. V2 is going to be invested. He's going to be swinging through, weaving, dodging. He needs to get out of here if he hopes to pass intel. They're in a great position, though, in that second place. But APF, miss you, LQing. Up to 5 kills with 14 people alive. They need to get the rest of these kills. Able to take down Ski. No one really left to contest them. They just have Sin left. Will they go into Yang? It looks like DCR's team as well has a full team. It looks like DCR, KK, and Kuhn's team looking for the assassination, denying the Yang play. They don't want them to get in there, but they unfortunately get no value off their execution. Miss you, able to deny all of their pressure with the singular Takeda, and now, unfortunately for them, they found them next to the Ballista. Looks like LQing. DCR, Kuhn trying to make their way onto the Ballista to peel up, but miss you. Defended by the Temi ult, is gonna take down Kuhn. DCR goes down. The dynamic duo, their last tournament of NA, gonna get taken down. Their hopes and dreams on the shoulders of Cat inside the center of the building. He cuts noise, trying to just survive, trying to possibly play for a res, but LQing, APF hunting for this last player. LQing is gonna find Cat, our last player remaining. He knows he's in the tower. He makes the call out now. Cat in this infinite kite spot. Can he find a way to break their ankles on the platform? Hiding, hide and seek. Ooh. Looks like he's gonna survive for now, but for how long?
You know what's really funny? He's literally on the wooden scaffolding, and he's using the white rags to disguise his position. So Team 12, they don't actually know. They think he's away from the tower. They're checking the purple invisibility bushes. And yeah, Cat is actually, if you cut to this perspective, super easy to see. But when you actually are on the tower Scarerush kite, you see that white cloth. It actually obscures the vision of the player behind it. And because it's literally one of the places they think, oh, it's so obvious, there's no way they're going to be there, Cat is able to roll in that 20 on the stealth check and makes it out and backs on off. Sadly, he might be about to back off into another team. However, oh, okay, changes direction. Is going to be taking that Blessings quest to try and get as much money as possible. Although I do believe he has enough to be able to buy back some of these players. Another team also in that situation that need to be able to buy back players is New, as unfortunately Cat is back in the position of trying to survive being chased upon. This time, they're too close behind him to be able to use that scaffolding trick and hide himself behind that white rag. He just has to take the fight, and he's just gonna go down. Yanli's able to find the killing blow, and Cat is gonna be popping up on the wrong side of the kill feed before they're able to find that recovery. We haven't, I believe, seen New's last player, their Zip, actually pop on the wrong side of the kill feed. So New can 100% turn things around. We did see Misju able to find both revives on his teammates on the last game of Holoroth, and it is a Zip. And as we've talked about Sand Siphon, Zip is probably one of the best heroes to try and survive one versus outnumbered fights because of the sustainability that's available to you. Yes, you're not going to be running the F2, which used to be meta when Zip was previously coming to the forefront of compositions, which meant that you couldn't get grapple cancelled, but having the F1 and being able to find those heals while still on the move is absolutely huge for survivability rates. We're going to now be seeing Yanli in that transformer. He's been able to find one grab, but he's actually staggered out of it by the cannon shots, and the Hardy does take a lot of damage, but is able to use the glider F2 to dodge away from the reverb grab coming through from the monk, and he's disengaged off of the back of it. As a result, Yanli taking so much damage off of all of the soul shades around him, gets hit by that Tesla ultimate as well, gonna be dropping out of the ultimate, but he doesn't time the iframe cancel, and he does get hit by the enchantment. The Kurumi ultimate now invested from Yi Zhao, as we see the Hardy glider being used, but Yanli is actually able to intercept where the glider is going to go, but he goes into the uppercut, launch a combo off of the dagger fan into that vertical, immediate lockdown. Now it's a 1 versus 1. Yanli baited into using that bell, and the Hardy is straight out of her.
The F being invested from the hottie. That looks so hilarious. Like, we're out of here. Hareem trying to get out of it. Gets the Soul Shatter mix up onto Yanli. Not ready of it, but the power of Transformers just too much to overcome. I started chuckling. Is a monk ulted in the center of these trees and he just gets trapped. He looks to demech the barrier, but he's unable to because of the trees. But it doesn't matter. Yishao, Godless, Zoo clean up that fight. And unfortunately, we're not going to see a clutch up from the other team, Sin. I love that they played Hottie. I love that they played Feria with the changes. They try to make it work. They try to mix up the current meta, but it's just not enough time. A few days. Patch was Wednesday. Just a few days. Not able to work out this game. So Adod's going to be caught out here, though. Yishao, Godless, and crew. Can Adod show his moves off? The Temi ult's going to be invested. Trees everywhere. He's not able to scale rush up, but he is going to get a max range grapple. He's going to go for the max range play. No grapples to his name. What can he do except run for his life?
He's
Perfect
got a
weapon.
staff.
He does have a staff, but the ult's gonna be coming out. Misuse team showing up with a third party. And again, a Yan Li with the monk flying in, looking for this grab. Great stagger coming out from his team. LQing, trying to dodge, trying to get out of line of sight. Pops the ultimate to get some space just in case he gets grabbed. Temi ult's gonna be invested, and now the turnaround. Yishao behind the wind wall. Yan Li can't do anything for him. He's going to come flying in at the remains of his fallen comrade, but it's not going to matter. Miss you with the dual halberd shredding him, and now de-transforming him, looking for the focus snag, not able to get it. Belt's gonna be invested. Yushan ult is coming out, but the Takeda ult shoving him against the corner, and now Yushan running for his life. He's not going anywhere though. Miss you with his ultimate online. APF LQing in hot pursuit. We got a wild Yushan on the run. He's trying to make his way through the mushrooms, through the trees. It doesn't matter though. Miss you hot on his heels. Gonna get the stagger off onto the bridge. The gold halberd's just doing too much damage. 1v3, nowhere in sight. And Zoo is gonna get taken down. And Misuse team laddering up right now for that big cash prize. They're up to 10 kills. Who is going to get up there? Thousands of dollars on the line.
You did it! They got both of their players back into the mix. I was wondering when we were going to cut back to Fly's perspective. The Zip was able to buy both of their players back. And now it's going to be a fight of new versus Misused team. Temi ultimate going to be invested. Fly coming in, trying to play aggressive, gets caught out in the tumult. Wisp and isn't going to be able to help. That team has already used the ultimate, however, so everyone is still going to be receiving that healing. Overholds the fan, then cancels it out to be able to come in with a couple of those light attacks. Poison Shroom's also going to be making it a lot harder for these players to be able to hold on to their health bars as it goes directly through the health and ignores that shielding as Takeda ultimates still to come into play. 1-2 coming through from Big. They've lost Fly, however, on the Zip. Horizontal swinging into Miss You. However, but Big is caught out by the Wisp. Zip immediately going to be kicking in with that V2 from LQing to be able to survive the damage coming through from this legendary pole sword. Again, we're going to see that Toxic Mushroom actually starting to chunk away Big's health bar, and they lock him into position so he's not able to disengage and find a heal with the Tumult ultimate. Being now the only player remaining for Niu coming in with the pole sword, not going to be able to take the 1 versus 1. APF, the only player alive. I think the only other player that is still in the mix is actually Adod, who when we last saw him was able to use the fact that Team 12 took another fight to be able to position himself on top of the Morris Blessing. Was he able to find a soul altar? Adod is just looking to live for as long as possible, but he's out of vitality. He's going to go down. It's an anti-climax, Raven, as our last ever game of the True's 2023 Astral Cup is finished by zone corruption tick damage.